Hey guys, welcome back to 2018. Pinch of salt.
Well, I mean, people never left 2018.
I left 2018.
Welcome to 20. No, they are in 2018 with us now. They're trapped in here.
Welcome to 2018. You're trapped here with us.
New year, same salt.
Yeah.
The year is 20XDX.
Man, first podcast of the year.
20XD8.
How's everyone going?
Mankind is divided.
I'm going pretty well. I had a pretty good break. I bought the GTA 3 trilogy on PS4,
And
so I've been playing that.
This bitch has been spamming my YouTube subscription feed with how to get an achievement, and I'm just like,
Yeah, so
come
because
on.
PS4 allows you to just share clips similar to Shadowplay. You know, you can like go, oh yeah, that was cool, save. So I was like, oh, I'll do this, and so I did.
Just randomly
Yeah,
putting stuff on the
yeah,
internet.
that's it.
Yep,
Man.
just
Just
dropping
randomly
it
putting
out
shit on the
there.
internet. Actually, the reason why I was doing it is because my mate Tom was asking me a few questions. So I was like, here's how to do this. Here's how to do that. And then I just kept going after he stopped asking.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it may as well have come this far.
Yeah.
So, any other pop culture extravagances?
Not really. New episode of Star Trek Discovery's out.
I've been meaning to watch that for like 2 months now. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, well, Leah's like, and everyone who's not a Star Trek person's like, motherfucker, this shit's dope.
As both a Star Trek fan and someone that's watching it, I reckon it's pretty good. But it has the Netflix thing of where the first 3 episodes are a bit and then you start to get into it.
Why is it that the... See, I would have thought that it's important to get the first episode right.
Well, the first two is the pilot,
But
right?
they kind of draw you in. So that they want to make sure you keep binging it. So if it's a garbage first episode, then people will stop watching. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So the first 2 are like the typical extended length pilot, right? And it sort of sets the scene, and there's a lot of action and stuff, but it doesn't really introduce Discovery until like later on, and then even by the end of the second, I think it's the 3rd episode. I can't remember which one it was, but like you don't really understand what's going on, and you kind of like drip fed over episode 4 and 5.
Not to mention, you're always, with Netflix shows, you're expected to watch like the first 4 in a sitting.
Yeah.
Like, I've noticed that all the time where it's just like, hey, this is pointless if you're taking a piecemeal here. Have a huge chunk at once.
Yeah, so like I said, it took me a bit, but I like it. I like where they're going with it. The Klingons are freaking annoying. They really pushed the whole religious side of things, right, as part of the story. But they talk really goddamn slow. Everything is Jakuta Sikalifaja.
That sounds like it's riffing off on Babylon 5 and the mammal people.
Yeah.
I can't remember what their race is
Because
called.
at this point, the idea is that the Klingons speak their native tongue, and so whenever you see scenes with them, it's like you're just reading subtitles. But because they speak so long, it's like you've read the subtitle and they're still talking.
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Good times.
but yeah, that's what I've been up to. Other than that, looking for houses. Yep, that's the big news in my life. So,
Thug.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been getting on the PUBG train on Xbox.
Oh no.
I haven't yet. So the reason I'm not playing on PC at the moment is because my fucking some parts are still on like hold.
Where the hell did you order them from?
Oh no, it's from
fucking
like
sketchiest shop.
no.
In
AU.
Soviet Russia.
It was fine, but I think because I ordered them about in like early December. It was in stock on the website, and now it's like, and then they sent me an email being like, "Oh, sorry, we've got everything else ready for you. We've put that aside, but this one part that is, crucial to the build, that is not in store, and you've already paid for it. But so we'll send it to you when it comes in." Having said that, though, I got like a Star Trek card in the mail recently, and they said that they would notify me when that part came in. They would actually ship the whole thing, and I got a Star Trek card in the mail, and I thought, oh, that's probably for my 2 monitors I ordered. And yet, I got another card, was for the 2 monitors, picked the monitors up, and I still have this other card, and I was like, is this it? I haven't got any confirmation from them if it is, but I was like, it was sent with priority too, and I didn't order anything on priority.
So maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
So what's the missing part?
Why didn't you pick it up?
Power supply. which is very crucial to the build.
You'd
funnily
think,
enough.
you'd think it would be.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is probably, if not the most crucial part of your build. So so basically, I'm going. So once that's in, I can build a flash new PC and I can play PUBG the way that the Lord meant us to all play PUBG is on PC. But I've been playing on Xbox and it's pretty fun. It's very broken because port's not great.
So it's not that different from PC then, eh?
Actually,
Too
it's
bad
more
when I was
broken
playing
on
It's
Xbox.
way more. So it's like PUBG was on PC like
a year ago.
I haven't
8
actually.
months ago.
Look, I haven't.
They've done a Minecraft console
I haven't actually.
where it's a few versions behind.
I haven't actually played PUBG on PC since the
Since I was in Melbourne,
since the release
which
came
was,
out.
The week after PAX was
Yeah.
probably
They're
around the last time.
they are actually updating it with a lot of the new features, but a lot of the features are kind of glitchy and the servers are weird. Like I get weird dropouts and shit, and I was just like, I don't know what.
Apparently,
the fuck's
there's
going
an
on.
exploit where if you have enough lag, no one can touch you. So like
I'm
you have
not
a,
fucking
you have
surprised.
a,
I swear to God, I've killed people in
Yeah,
this game already.
you've had it there's been people who've been deliberately trying to get themselves into overseas servers just because they will be at an advantage.
That's fucked.
You can
Yeah.
just put a lag generator on you.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
that's real easy.
Well, yeah. So my funniest PUBG story so far is that my highest rank so far is on top 20.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was my 4th or 5th attempt. So I was like, I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm
I had like
disappointed in
all
you.
of the shit. Yeah.
I made
so-
a top 5 like the second time I played.
Yeah, it depends. Well, again,
I have a witness.
but it also depends on the luck and the draw. So here's how I got the top 20. I was playing really well.
Let me guess.
Had all
Let
the
me guess.
gear.
You hid in the building as the circle closed in on your exact location.
No.
Don't give away my secrets.
Yeah. So I was actually like, so I got a good drop, good set, played well, had everything, had one of the few, had a ×8 scope, had SCAR-L, had ammo out my ass. I had everything ready to go.
That sounds painful.
It was glorious.
Talk
I
about
was so
explosive
excited.
diarrhea.
I saw some enemies. I was running to breach a building, dropped, and I was just like,
sniped.
no, as in the game dropped me.
Oh.
And then I was just like, okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Tighten your wing nut.
Huh?
You keep
This.
adjusting it, yeah,
Um,
and you like.
Yeah, no, it's because of this. Yeah, mics, everyone. But so what ended up happening is that I got dropped and I was like, okay, black screen, not good. The Xbox, I don't know if this is in PC as well, but the Xbox version, that if you do get dropped, because they obviously anticipate this, you can just go in and like it'll go back to like the start screen, it'll do the whole splash screen, everything, like from first boot. Like, fuck, okay. Click start and it goes, hey, you have a game in progress that starts and ended. Do you want to jump back into it? And I was like, yes. Jump back in. Literally, dude shooting me on the ground. And I was like, I turned the game off and I was like, yeah, fuck this. Like, I need to cool down because I had, I was like 18th at that point and I was like, I could win. I had it's like the loadout and the position. You'd be like, I can win this. I could actually win with what I've got here, and be like, nope.
No.
Game's gonna drop you. How does that make you feel? I was like, makes me feel really angry.
Makes
Me
you
feel really angry.
You won't like Adam when he's angry.
Oh my god.
I don't like Adam now.
There's been a lot of fun, and I've got a lot of mates that play on Xbox as well as PC, so I can foresee me playing on both.
I think the other thing that that we should mention that we've been doing is that Adam and I have been continuing our D&D adventure.
Oh god, that's fun.
Yeah, so much fun.
It's been enjoyable so
Yeah,
far. We'll
Ben's
see how it
been on
goes.
that as well, isn't he?
Yes.
Ben as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
Ben
Ben.
and a couple of the community members as well. So it's been fun. We've been kicking on. We've done our first official night. Like the first couple that we did were just like tests. Well, we're obviously doing a campaign
But
like prelude,
Like,
whatever.
D&D lubrication.
Yeah,
Smoothing your tunnels, getting ready for
getting ready for all the dungeons and the dragons.
the
And
huge, throbbing campaign.
Yeah, I cast fog on everyone. That was fun.
that was hilarious. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what we've been up to. What about
Have
you
you
guys?
kicked any dogs?
No.
No, Chris did in the test episode.
Yeah, Chris did in the test episode.
He's not playing now.
He's not playing now.
have you robbed any shopkeepers?
Not robbed. No, we did sell dead bodies.
Yeah, it's been pretty fucked
What?
up, actually.
Yeah, it's been pretty
Come to
messed
think
up.
of it, we've done quite a bit of weird shit
We're,
already.
we're calling ourselves Dead Bodies Incorporated.
See, funnily enough, I remember talking to Joey, and I'm not sure if you guys were there, and he's like,
He's our DM, by the way, for everyone that doesn't know who Joey is. off name.
looked at this group of people and this party, and I'm like, this is a straight slippery slope before I start running an evil campaign in like a month or two, isn't it? And I looked at him and I'm like, if you don't want that to happen, like we can make sure it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure that just happens organically.
Yeah. Everyone has a slow slide into evil.
Sometimes you just wake up and you realize, wait, I am the necromancer.
Sometimes you wake up, you're on fire. So, okay, so what have I been up to? I disconnected over the break, stopped playing WoW for a while. Kept playing Hearthstone, though. I made it to Legend in the December season.
I know.
Thank you.
So now you can officially do Hearthstone videos now, Carl. You are a legend.
Yeah, see,
You're
you
allowed to
had
do Hearthstone.
no
like,
excuse.
Like, before you upload, I foresee, like, every time someone tries to upload a Hearthstone video to YouTube just comes with the extra checkbox and says, have you ever made it to Legend before? And if you say no, they just delete your video.
No,
Yeah.
so what it does, it pops up with a box. Please sync with your Blizzard account.
Sorry, your level is too low to be uploading this video.
It would be interesting if you're going to upload a video to YouTube on a game which has a progression system, if it like automatically displayed the uploaders stats,
rank.
Oh, that would be glorious.
Almost like a forum title card.
Yeah.
Where like, you read a post and someone's like, yeah, no worries. And then their signature is just like full of all the shit and all the stats they have. And you
Yeah,
got to
so it's
scroll
like-
past that every time they comment.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
So
Most
it would
of the
be
time.
like if I tried to upload a video complaining about balance in PUBG and it just showed up number of total victories at 0.
I don't like this game. This game's shooting needs to be balanced. 0 wins. 0 wins.
I personally think Mercy's overpowered. MMR in Overwatch
0.
hasn't purchased.
No, but seriously, no. I'm happy with that. I'm relieved more than anything else because it's a bit of a monkey off my back.
So what do they see?
He's just happy
It
he
gets
made it
it's
before I
it's
did.
reset
Yeah.
in the new season. So do you have to? Is it easier to get legends next time?
No,
or is
God
it...
no. I'm back to rank garbage now. But
Okay.
So the rollover is at Legend, you basically have enough stars, so you bypass the first 5 ranks.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
but that's nothing though.
That's like what, 6 maps or something, or 6
No,
matches.
No, it's more than that. But you can normally knock it
5
over pretty
ranks
quickly.
is like the time that me and Carl spend out in the pub. Like, I've climbed that many while we were drinking together. Like, at that level.
Yeah, true
So
story.
it's like maybe in 2 hours or so. you
Yeah,
play an hour or
like,
two.
we're just
then
casually
again,
talking and I'm just
We're
casually
in the
going
pub for a
first.
while.
Yeah.
4 hours later. It's like,
Yeah. I should have looked it up before we started the podcast, but I can't remember exactly how many games it took me. But it took me. Getting to Legend. Like a lot of people, you'll talk to them about Hearthstone, and they'll like be like, "Yeah, I could get to Legend. I just don't have the time for that." Well, now that I've done it, and I can actually talk about this with some authority.
yeah.
Yes, time is a big factor.
Yeah.
But you also have to be good.
Yeah.
You also have to be reasonably competent.
Yep.
You have to theoretically, it's technically possible to make it to Legend if you have a positive win rate, like if you have a 51% win rate.
Yep.
But that will take you more time than there is in a month.
Yep.
See, because that just
Yeah.
reduces it to tossing a coin.
Exactly.
Yep.
And
Hopefully you
and
get
you
the right
and,
people
and
to
you have to toss the
continue
coin,
to
and you
win.
have to toss the coin like 25 heads in a row,
Yep.
essentially.
So your win rate has to be pretty high to actually hit
Yeah.
legends.
Yeah.
Do you get anything good on your account or anything? A bit like Mark saying like, "Hey, this dude's made legends in a previous season."
You get the Legend card back.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's what I was
Which,
thinking.
admittedly,
You need to
is,
show off that I made legends, right? There's
It
no
is
other
one of
point.
Is it autumn camo?
No.
it is.
It is gold, though.
Yeah.
Like, it is the second most boring card back in the
Have you
entire
put
game.
the card back on?
Yes. Then got my ass kicked and turned it off in shame.
I'm a legend. Oh.
No,
Did your big brother get that card back for you, buddy?
But I'm adopted.
I wonder who's smurfing today.
So I did I did 10 to 5 with Zoo Warlock, then I did 5 to Legend with Aggro Paladin. No snarky comments, please. At least it's not Raza Priest.
I have a meme for this, you know. Fun and creative Hearthstone decks. Agri-Paladin!
Like, I have no idea about any of this, but I'm guessing that's just like...
Aggro Paladin is a deck where you play lots of small minions and you go face.
Well,
Okay, cool.
So the unique mechanic in this one is they just recently printed a spell which grabs 3 minions that cost 2 or less from your deck and puts them into play.
Yeah, so you basically flood the field immediately.
So basically, they've gone, oh, your field's empty, here's a free refill. Keep going face.
Okay, cool.
So, what else have you been doing?
Well, you tracked down that copy of Bravely Default for me. Thank you. So, I've been playing that. It's a good game. It's like Final Fantasy V, only better.
Yeah, like I said, just wait until you get into chapter 5, and then you'll
then I'll hate it.
you'll just be like, oh. So, I've been on many strange adventures lately. So many. So, earlier this
you can
week,
show us a world.
yes. The world's on a boulevard because I went and watched American Idiot the musical this week.
Okay.
So was it good?
The performers were good. The sound technician I wanted to murder. Like,
Why?
he did I can do a better job than him. Like, he didn't adjust people's mics correctly. Like, he'd mute them and then only turn them up to like 3/4 of the volume they should be. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, dude, I will walk up there and I will slap you. Otherwise, like, contextually, the structure of the musical wasn't that great. They did what they could with the material. I personally think someone could do better.
When I heard that was a musical, I was like, "Okay."
No.
I don't
See,
know what to expect from that.
American Idiot's a dope rock opera of an album,
Yeah.
but they fragmented the story too much. Would be the easiest way of describing it. Other than that, I saw RTJ live recently as well. That was also dope. In terms of video games, holy Christ, I've been playing a lot of video games. So there's a brand new card building roguelike game on Steam called Slay the Spire, and I highly recommend it to everyone.
Cards and roguelikes. It's
Yeah,
like Ben's 2 favorite things.
And deck building.
You sure they didn't just call it Player Ben's Battle Battlegrounds?
The only thing it's missing is like an RPG progression mechanism, and then I'll be like, So that's been great. On a side note, I've been working on a project, so I've played the first and second Japanese roguelikes ever developed. They're a lot easier than the Western ones, so that's interesting. I also picked up like the latest in the evolution of the Angband franchise, which is called Tome. That's really good.
Cool.
Been
I heard
enjoying.
some really good reviews about that.
Been playing Xenoblade 2 behind me while I'm playing that. Had Monster Hunter World Beta. I have Dissidia waiting for me when I get home. And on to
Have you had time to sleep or eat?
eat? No, sleep. Yes.
Okay.
As you can see, my breakfast is casually waiting, just over there. And then on my Netflix binges between these things, I've actually watched Bright recently.
Oh, yes, I watched Bright as well.
It was
I liked it.
yeah.
I've heard a lot of people complain
wrong?
about it.
I was actually very surprised to hear you guys both like that. I thought that for sure that would be something you both hated.
No,
Have you watched it?
Yep.
Am I the only one that hasn't watched it?
Yeah.
We can
Yes,
talk
we-
about that because that shit got a lot of hate.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
got like it wasn't universally panned, but people were disappointed.
Well,
And I must admit, it was more like Bad Boys meets Blue Streak.
It's
I mean, I wanted
Bad Boys
some.
meet
I
Shadowrun.
like the concept better than I like the script. Honestly,
Yeah.
there was some really there was some dialogue that I kind of almost pulled back from when I heard. I was like, that's whoever wrote that's really bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
You're
There's
like,
no
"Oh
that's a
way that
fuck
Will
up.
Smith ad-libbed that shit 'cause it's a fucking terrible line. It's just at some points it just gets really ham-fisted, and Joel Edgerton as God, I can't remember the orc's name.
It's been a while. I watched it before Christmas.
yeah,
same.
like it's been.
He was good.
Yeah.
Joel Edgerton did a great job. Will Smith was Will Smith in all Will Smith movies.
Will
He's
Smith
pretty good.
in
Like he's Will Smith. He's
Will Smith 2.
But I just I didn't like the elves at all.
It also
I
had-
felt the elves really
it-
fucking frustrating, and that was just.
it had
Just
like I don't know, like I said, it felt like a mishmash of other movies with a D&D overlay.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
that makes
kinda.
sense. So it's like I said, it kind of felt like Bad Boys, Blue Streak, sort of cop movie.
Buddy cop movie.
Buddy cop movie. But then you also had
Rush Hour.
like the racial tensions of like District 9 sort
Yeah.
of thing, and like, you know,
But I kind of wanted
Have
them
you
to be
ever
done
fired
better.
your gun in the air and yelled, ah?
I kind of thought, okay, so with all the racial stuff they were doing, I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I get it, it's a great idea. And then they're like, okay, so what if orcs are like just downtrodden citizens and are like, you know, misunderstood and like, you know, they're the ones being oppressed. You would say unjustly because, like, you know, you can see like the elves are like, you know, the upper class and they're like lording over everyone, and you can see, and then heaps of the bad guys are like all orc gangs, and I'm like, what fucking point are you making? Like,
yeah.
and like unabashedly, not like, oh, we're
Well-
just doing it because we know we're forced in this life. It's just they're evil, and I was
No,
like,
can I-
what the fuck?
I kind of
was
felt
like-
like they were
so
sort
I-
of they were victims of circumstance though.
See,
Like
kind of. but
they
it's
they
just-
grew up in gangs because that was the
Yeah.
only way they could survive.
See, can I point out the orc
just
gangs are never actually the bad guys per se. They don't actively pursue the MacGuffin of the film or anything. They just get caught in the crossfire between
No.
Will Smith and his orc buddy
Can
and the
we-
human
They
and the
definitely
elves.
do. Oh no.
And then basically they're retaliating for Will Smith
I'm going to block
ruining
my ears
things.
so I don't hear any more spoilers.
Well, I very trimmed down. There was not
Yeah,
spoilers.
there's
there.
no spoilers.
Also,
there.
La 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 la.
Also,
la, la,
this
la.
movie plays so safe by the numbers.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
if you've seen Bad Boys, you've seen Bright. But it's
I can
not
actually,
It's
I can actually hear you through that.
Yeah, we're
it's
loud.
Not, it's not as. I don't
Um,
know. I'd rather go watch Bad Boys again.
I also felt like it kind of had the iRobot-y Will Smith doesn't like this thing, but then learns to like it. You know,
Yeah.
it had
That's
that.
particularly trope specific to Will Smith.
It is,
I
isn't
think.
it? Yeah.
Like Will Smith doesn't like being a superhero, but turns out he actually likes being a superhero.
Will
Yeah.
Smith doesn't like robots, but it turns out liking robots.
Well, it turns
Will
out
Smith
he
doesn't
is a
like orcs,
robot.
but turns out he likes his orc friend.
Will Smith doesn't like being in a team of like misfit rebels, but then ends up leading and liking those rebels.
Will Smith doesn't like his son and ends up he still doesn't like his son.
All right, on that
You heard his
bombshell.
album? No.
On that bombshell, should we move on to the topic?
I got
yeah,
two
let's,
more.
Let's get on. to
Well,
it.
while he gets the topics, have a-
Dirk Gently, always great.
Dirk
I
Gently.
fuck you.
I've been watching. It's okay.
You should take a hit of a few clones and
It's
watch.
okay.
Dirk,
Real
It's
good.
alright.
It's better.
Dirk
Wait,
Gently's Teenage Chronicles.
Watch it inebriated on your substance of choosing.
Okay, so in other words, no, I won't watch it.
Oh yeah. Well, I think you'll like it without being intoxicated.
Okay.
And then
It's a very well-made TV show.
Right.
It's,
And
I'm just
then
not sure if it's for me or not.
they recently redid and released Devilman Crybaby on Netflix as well.
You were raving about that. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm not totally sold yet. I'm
Well,
gonna watch it. I'm
See,
not totally sold.
Devilman is something that's very close to my heart. It's a 1970s manga, and it is the very reason why we have super dark, edgy manga like Hell. What is it? Hellsing.
Yep.
And everything like that. This is the instigator for darker and edginess in the Japanese sphere, as well as post-apocalyptic with its sequel series.
Maybe that's why I was looking at. I was like, there's so many tropes in this trailer that I'm not sure I can get behind because it just looks like it's full of tropes. But potentially it's because
This
that's
is the
where the
origin.
tropes. were
Also,
coming
it's
from.
done by the artist on the Neon Genesis, like one of the Neon Genesis Evangelion guys.
You know, as much as I like Hellsing, I'm not sure that I want to give props to somebody for introducing the whole dark and edgy thing.
Well,
I'm gonna give it a watch. I think it's like I think from looking at it, it only looks like it's a few episodes.
it's
like,
11 episodes long. You can watch it in like 4 hours.
man, I
I watched it in
So
one
the
night.
problem is, I saw that trailer and I went and thought I should watch Castlevania again. That was my first thought. No, I should watch it. I was like, man, I really miss watching Castlevania.
Well, we actually found out there's a Castlevania game we haven't played, didn't we, Carl?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Which isn't called Castlevania.
it's
Anyway.
called. Ah,
Anyway,
well, we're
topics
we're
time.
like 25 minutes
Yeah.
in. We're 25 minutes in. We're not gonna get through much
hey,
otherwise.
and I abbreviated that.
So Our first thing is, there's been a bit of news. There's not much. So far, 2018's line pretty low in terms of game hype at the moment. We did get something, though, in the quote-unquote Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, so
you're gonna need to tell us a story about this because I somehow missed the whole thing.
okay, so there was a bit of hype building. Someone had noticed that on Nintendo's website.
I will describe it as negative hype building.
Okay.
There was a void where hype should be.
Yeah. Anyway, so someone found on Nintendo's website the list of Nintendo Directs, and there was an empty spot that looked very conspicuous in context. Like, it kind of just looked like there was going to be another one, but there was nothing.
The web developers hadn't put the thing in.
Yeah,
like, with
yeah.
content up.
Or it was there but hidden
But
or
they
something.
added a space.
Yeah.
Which is poor form.
Yeah. Because that's what you do when you're about to announce something, is you add the space and nothing else.
Insert Nintendo Direct here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
which
it
started-
turned out it worked really well.
Turned out it worked really goddamn well. That started a bit of a hype train, and then Nintendo,
I saw
goddamn Tendo, started trolling the hell out of everyone on Twitter,
So, like,
so much so.
and so much so that like the Sonic the Hedgehog one joined in.
Sonic,
a bunch of developers
Sonic,
joined in.
Sonic is one of my favorite Twitter accounts. It's fucking
Pretty sure
amazing.
Crash joined in as
Crash
well.
joined in as well.
They are like video game Wendy's, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like
yeah.
video game Wendy's. They're fucking awesome on
maybe
Twitter.
Capcom did as well with a Mega Man picture.
there was some huge developers and companies
There
getting
was
in
just,
on
it
the
was
hype train.
just a video game industry circle jerk.
It
It was
was.
beautiful.
So
It's
many,
pretty funny.
so many people I saw were like being like, "Oh, it's gonna be Pokemon. It's gonna be Pokemon." I was like, "It's not gonna be fucking Pokemon,
Hey,
guys.
fun fact.
It's not gonna be Pokemon."
Well, not on the Direct, but immediately after the Direct, there was a Pokemon announcement. We'll get to
No,
that.
We'll get to
no.
that in a
People were
second.
saying like
Oh,
8th gen
yeah.
Pokemon Switch, and I was like, "Get fucked. It's not happening."
It's been too soon to Ultra Moon for that bullshit.
Yeah, they're nothing
I,
announced
I,
it too quickly.
I want it so badly.
Anyway,
That
anyway.
game.
I want you so
Cut a long story short, they eventually did in fact release a Nintendo Direct, and a lot of the games that they announced are ports.
which I'm okay with.
That's probably fine.
That's fine, but
But-
I'm just saying, in fact, it's actually a good thing. There's a lot of games that people
So-
want to play on that.
So The World Ends With You is a port. Hyrule Warriors, which is the second time that's been ported. Yeast 8. That one's Payday 2.
Payday 2, really?
Payday 2.
Payday, really?
Yes,
What the
really.
fuck? Fucking hell! That's a title I wouldn't think I'd associate with the Nintendo Switch.
Wait. Payday 2, right? Not
Yeah.
Payday. Payday 2 is full of fucking loot boxes and microtransactions.
I think they took them out.
Yeah, no,
Interesting.
They did that because of the negative backlash from the community.
Ah.
DK Tropical Freeze,
Okay.
and my personal favorite,
Skyrim.
Super Meat Boy.
Skyrim.
Dark Souls.
All
The
right.
original Dark Souls.
Praise
remastered.
it and blaze it.
Praise the
Okay.
sun.
You know what the worst part about this is? I think I'm interested in just about all of those.
Yeah, well,
Except
see,
for
no,
me.
that's the thing, right? Like, I
Except
looked
for
at, I started looking at some of
Payday's
the
a good game.
ports, and it is making me interested in getting a Switch because it's like, oh, I could play that on the train. I could play that.
Join the club. I think Ben's looking at getting one pretty soon.
I'll see. I'll see. How I go.
Well, he was looking to get one pretty soon, and then Ben bought him a game. Was like, now you got to play it.
Yeah, like
I'm buying you fucking Switch games where you have nothing to play them on, so you got to
So-
buy a Switch now.
Ironic.
I'm forcing you.
I brought Ben a port for Christmas, basically,
Yeah.
and it was the first 3 games in the Secret of Mana series,
Okay.
which is his favorite series.
It's entirely in Japanese.
did
There's
he-
no English
Did,
translation.
did he say like,
He's like, "Fuck it."
if you buy it for me, I will buy a Switch, or?
Yeah, he actually did on the last podcast.
Oh, right.
He said, like, if someone
you
gets
go.
me that, I'll buy it. And I'm like,
Ben's just like,
Here you go.
Ben's just like, you're
So what-
making it too easy, man. You're
So
making it too easy.
so what are Switches retailing for now? Are they still about the same?
yeah,
Yeah.
about the same.
I mean,
They're
you
probably
can. I
looking
mean,
pre-owned
like
and
you
stuff.
see deals on them.
To be,
Occa-
honest,
occasionally,
to be honest
but-
though, I have not regretted buying a Switch at any point. I've
Well.
had like the games on there have been so fucking great. I can't believe like how good the launch has been. It's something that I just think about 2017 and be like, how people will think like this could be good or it could be like fucking awful, like a lot of Nintendo releases.
Once
And then there are people like this is better than most people thinking were the best outcome. This is like one of
That's-
the most
that's true.
successful platforms they've ever released.
I'm
crazy.
I'm still trying to get through my 3DS backlog.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
big.
I've stopped caring about the 3DS. It's
No, but
fucking-
there's games that you need to play that's coming out. For example, Radiant Historia is getting an upgraded re-release for the 3DS.
No, as what they proved in this thing, they're gonna port. If the game's worth shit, they'll port it to Switch and set
The
it up.
trouble is, this was already in development pre-Switch. I
Oh
think.
god, what happens if they re-release like the Bravely games for Switch?
I
You
Buy
reckon they'll
'em.
actually do that?
The minute
Yes.
Buy 'em.
the minute that do they have Nintendo Virtual Console on there?
Yes.
So
Wait,
they've
they
got
do?
Pokemon.
They don't. Well, they don't have. They have a eShop and a virtual console for like retro games at the moment, but they do not have the re-releases of Pokemon yet.
See,
Okay.
It's a different.
Ryan's
eShop to the
Ryan's
one
just
that's on
like,
the
no
3DS.
deal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
No deal. But can you imagine? Like, because you know exactly what's coming, right? They've already done Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Yeah,
Where do you think they're gonna go?
onto the Switch eShop.
Gen
No,
3.
Gen 3 on
Yeah,
it.
No,
So
they're going to put Gen 1 and Gen 2 on the Switch eShop as well, so you can buy them for the 5th time.
Yeah,
Well-
And you will.
and it'll go with the third. They'll say we're bringing the third gen, the third like
To the
original
Switch.
gen
That's
to
what
the
I mean.
Switch, and 1 and 2 are coming with it as well.
see,
And you'd be like, you'll never have to like play another fucking Pokemon game again. They're all there.
so
God. Oh my
basically, what we're talking about is the Switch is a console that's full to the fucking brim
of ports.
of ports. Like, there's ports of literally everything.
Well, I think the reason for that is because they want as much. They've got a really good thing going, and they want to make sure they fill it with as much content as possible.
Mhm.
They want 0% chance that someone is going to be like, I've kind of played everything. I've done Odyssey. I've done like someone might.
That
get
was
it.
kind of my
Someone might-
biggest problem
someone
as
might,
well.
Someone might get a Switch and go, well, I've played through Legends of Zelda and I've played through Odyssey because they were like the top 2 games on pretty much everyone's list for best games of the year last year. So I've played through those 2 because the internet dictated I should play those games. And I'm not a Mario Kart fan. I don't really play Splatoon. I don't really have much more else. So they're like,
Dude,
you know, what I-
Mario Cross Rabbids. What year are
No.
you from?
What I
That
want to know
game-
is,
Snipper clips.
what I want to know is,
Also dope.
where the hell's my Cuphead port for Switch?
well, that's the thing. So they're pushing. I think they're going to be pushing as much as possible. Being like, fuck, we need as many things as possible to keep people in this environment because they're still trying to grow. The platform's huge as it is, but they're still trying to keep on growing it. And they
Well-
just need to be like, if we've got ports and we've got IP we own, fucking, it goes out.
See,
It goes on
can I
Switch and we get it
also-
out there as fast
Can
as
I also
possible.
point out that they're doing a sphere where they're actually catering to a large age range, surprisingly,
Yeah.
where
Well, Payday 2 is a pretty good
Pay-
example of that.
Payday
Fuck.
2, Dark Souls, Bayonetta, LA Noire,
Doom.
Doom.
Is that?
Doom
Doom's on it?
2016 is on
Oh,
Switch.
Fuck. I love that game. That game was so slept on. Nobody fucking.
Wolfenstein is coming.
That game was so good.
So,
And Skyrim.
yeah. So,
Fa-
Well,
Every other
Skyrim's the
platform.
cockroach that just won't die. It'll be on everything.
Well, yeah,
You'll
but,
be-
well, yeah, but
in 2024, you'll be playing Skyrim on your
well,
on
yeah,
your
but
TV.
my
I
point,
didn't-
my
I
point
didn't
is,
call
my
that.
point is, it's not exactly a happy, bright, fun time game for the whole family. You know what I mean?
No, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
what I thought was funny is like when Minecraft became everything from
Oh,
your PC to your toaster, I was like, I kind of see that because you see the appeal of like a very simple game you can play with kids, you can play with family. Adults will still get fun as well. Like you know,
Hang on,
it's,
what game
it's
we
like
ta-
Lego.
what game we talking
Minecraft.
about? Oh, Minecraft.
Like
okay.
it's on everything, and it
I was
appeals
talking
to
about
every-
Skyrim.
And
but-
appeals to everyone. No. I said
Play Skyrim with your kids.
I
Yeah.
get
Sure.
that, and I get why that's on everything. I don't understand why Skyrim's on everything.
Ah,
Because I'm
right.
like, this game has a pretty okay, it's a great game, but you're like, this is a game. It's an adult game,
really?
and it's also a game for people that also like high fantasy. Traditionally speaking, that's a pretty small pool
Niche.
of people. It's on fucking everything. Like I just like I don't
You-
understand.
You,
It just-
you forget that Morrowind was actually a pretty big deal
Oh,
on the original
Oh,
Xbox as well.
yeah, it was, and
But
so
it
was
was also
Oblivion,
garbage in
and
the
that was on
original
Xbox as
Xbox.
well.
But like with
Point.
those sort of releases,
Shut up.
Carl, like we can kind of expect PC, Xbox, PS4, maybe Nintendo's console of the month, right? But it's on fucking everything.
Yeah,
You know,
it's everywhere, and they'll be like, "Hey, you know what? We've done it now. We're gonna release a definitive HD edition for the same platforms all over again." And you're
But
like,
they
"Oh my
already
God."
did that.
Yeah, I know.
They already did
They've
that.
so every platform has had like at least 2 releases. On
And it's still not
on Steam, I
had-
think you can get the original, you can get the Game of the Year, you can get the HD Game of the Year, and you can get the HHD Game of the Year, which is 4K.
Oh, it's like the HDD.
It's fucking
XXL.
crazy. It's on every. It's like the game has been released
My
more
monster
times.
condom.
I would be interested to see if it's had more releases under the Skyrim banner than Minecraft has.
It has.
No.
Because, but the thing is,
Minecraft has had iOS, iPad,
the
and
thing is,
Vita
it
ports.
has mobile.
Just wait.
But the thing is though, if you count the fact that it's had like Xbox, and then it'll have 3 releases on the Xbox One. or
Minecraft
something, you know
also
what I mean?
has
Like-
2 PC releases. It has like Xbox 360, PS3, Xbox One, PS4.
Yeah, it does.
It has
does
Android,
generations.
iOS, PS Vita,
That is true.
Wii U,
Wii U,
Switch.
Switch.
That's
Like
did
it's
it come
it
out-
is literally like if
did-
Skyrim's the cockroach, Minecraft is the den of cockroaches.
it's the nest.
Did it come out on 3DS?
No,
Not yet.
No.
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 What do you mean
won't.
not yet? It's not going. If it hasn't yet,
It
right now,
can't.
won't.
I don't think it's capable of running on a 3DS.
Why not? It's all blocks and pixels.
Because the 3DS doesn't support Java.
Da-da-da-da-da.
It's out of coffee.
But yeah, because even like the original Minecraft version is now called Minecraft Java Edition, and they've got Minecraft for Windows 10, which is the official new version.
Yep. Wow.
I didn't know that.
I haven't played Minecraft for like.
I haven't played Minecraft. Actually, oh, maybe I
Hell,
did play
last time I
Minecraft.
remember playing Minecraft, it was in one of my mates' living rooms when I was back at home, and we used to have like all-night LANs. And this was before we could drink rum together.
I occasionally go through stages where I'll play it single player for a bit and then get over it again.
It's all right. I like comebacks to the
So-
here and then. It's a decent game.
It's a comfortable game.
Yeah.
It's, it's familiar and it's not particularly mentally taxing.
No, you can just
So
chill
at least
out.
at least the way that we play it.
Yeah.
For-
I mean-
I
Gold sculpted dicks.
what?
That's the only thing to do in Minecraft.
No,
Lava
what I mean is like the way that we
glass
play
penises.
the way that we play it unmodded. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't speak for the modded experience because I don't really know.
The modded
anything about
experience.
There's an
It's
awesome
nutty.
Pokemon mod that I've seen, which
Well-
is
Oh,
fucking
Pixelmon is
Pixelmon. It's fucking rad.
it's pretty cool.
I like the one
Pretty cool.
where you can build nuclear warheads.
It. What?
Oh, I want to say Thorncraft. No, I can't remember.
Anyway.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
There's also a spacecraft one, which is pretty cool.
But
Oh.
it's the problem with the problem with
You can
Minecraft mods.
launch a rocket and go to other planets.
Oh,
Fuck.
Carl.
Oh, so Notch did finish 010C.
It's a fan one.
Yeah,
See,
no.
I have to
Yeah.
show you Minecraft in space, where it's the only game where I've seen where I can build a Borg cube, and I'm like, dope.
So anyway, let's move on.
Wait, before
Wait.
we move on, I just
I
have
just
one
wanna
more point to
wrap
make.
up the Nintendo Direct talk.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
make
one
your
more
point about Minecraft.
Minecraft modding scene is very much like the JavaScript ecosystem in that you download a mod and you look at the stuff that it includes, and it's like 300 of the mods.
Yeah, it's got dependency chains out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Well, it is Java. What do you expect? All right, so on the non-ports announced at the Nintendo Direct, so we're getting a dope new 4-player Kirby game for the Switch.
Yeah.
That's going to, like, as you guys know, I love that pink fluff ball.
I'm keen to give it a go. Like Mario, I've
She
actually never
She
played.
sure does suck.
Because I'm fucking Kirby tonight. And I never had a better night.
Oh my
Better night.
Oh god. What else?
That was despicable. That was also despicable.
My vote.
That was a song
my
quote.
my one
Yeah,
was
we
a
know.
quote.
We know where the quote came from.
My one was from Wayne's World.
I don't think that's better. Yeah, so 4-player couch co-op, you can team up with your partner to combine your powers into new and ridiculous things. And I'm like, cool. I'll be playing that with my younger cousin whenever we have a family gathering, because I am goddamn sick and fucking tired of Lego.
Why not introduce them to Mario Kart so they can
Or
realize?
Minecraft.
I have
Yeah.
So they can realize the futility of actually trying to be the best.
trying to race me.
Yeah.
Nice, but I'm still gonna win.
So-
I was talking more about the whole blue shell effect.
huh?
The
Oh,
fu-
yeah.
the futility of actually trying to win because people will just tear you down.
You
God,
sound
good
bitter.
lesson.
So,
Yeah.
Mario Tennis is getting a Switch platform, and
Mario Tennis.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
it's about time. It's about time in the life cycle they started pumping out a sports game. Mario sports
Mario
games.
Tennis recently had a
I'm-
re-release,
I'm-
but it was garbage.
I'm waiting for the next Mario. There was a Mario Party port for 3DS actually,
Yeah,
but I'm waiting
top
for
100.
but I'm waiting for Mario Party
Are you
9 is it now on
are you-
Switch?
No, they're up to 11, aren't they?
What one?
Why don't they just call
I
it
thought
Mario
it was-
Party
One of you
X
was
and be
10,
done with it?
wasn't it?
Was it? Fuck. I don't
And
know.
anyway, so it's gonna have its a single player story mode to fulfill all your Tennessee single player needs.
For a second there, I thought you were talking about Mario Party, and I was going to be like, Mario Party story mode?
I hate.
Oh yeah,
How
big
does
Mario,
that e-
yeah, Mario Party 11. Sorry.
How would that even work?
I don't. I am not committing.
Coming 2018 from Telltale Games.
I knew I wanted her star the moment she walked into the room.
God.
And the
that's
most.
disturbing.
Hello, Mario. I want to play a game.
Game of the year 2018.
I genuinely would unabashedly play that. And Adam, this
Yes.
goes out to you. This is something that's very important, and it impacts both of us.
Yeah.
So, coming to the PS4 and the Switch, I believe, SNK is releasing a 2v2 fighter in the King of Fighters 14 engine. But do you know what the gimmick is?
They're all Mario.
They're all
They're all Knuckles.
they're all your waifus.
I'm instantly. The second you said the word "way," I was like, I'm out. No, I'm done.
No. Every SNK female character in a 2v2 tag fighter, and you can customize their outfits.
Because of course you
Because
can.
of course you can.
You can put them on in a swag hat and Crocs.
I feel like-
you did with your Sonic
I
character.
feel that's something I'm gonna end up playing.
I was
Adam,
saying-
I thought you'd be all over this being the Dead or
Yeah,
Alive
I
fan.
mean,
Yeah, I know.
like Crocs and cat
Oh
ears.
shit! What's
Oh,
this?
not my
Oh,
phone.
that's my phone going off. My bad.
Not my
Finally,
fault for a change.
like hot Mai Shiranui action.
So, with all this talk of Nintendo ports and new Nintendo games, what isn't on the Switch that you'd want to see?
Cuphead.
Anyone else?
Ooh.
The Witcher.
So are we talking about ports specifically?
Yeah, basically a game that exists that you would like to see on
Dead
the Switch.
Cells.
The latest, the last Pokemon games.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers is actually
Smash
a real,
Brothers
is
is actually
a
no.
real answer.
Smash Brothers is
These
the.
have all
Smash
been real
Brothers-
answers.
Smash Brothers is the actual answer to that question.
We all know that's coming though.
Oh, there's
Is-
no
is
fucking
it?
way.
Is it?
Yes.
There's no fucking way.
No,
they're
they'll
not gonna
do
it.
exactly the same what they did Pokken. It'll be called Smash
No.
4DX.
I have no doubt that they're actually working on a new Smash.
They were saying before that they didn't want to make any new ones.
Yeah, but money.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
could just do Smash 4DX and it comes with all the DLC.
And everyone would buy it anyway.
Yeah,
I
mean,
would fucking buy it day one. Immediately buy it.
And hey,
What about
finally-
Mario Maker?
Yes.
Mario Maker.
That's also
Mario
a real
Maker's
answer.
a real
Not-
answer.
Not too fast, actually. What I want to see is a Skyward Sword port because
Why?
No.
Why?
Veto.
allow me to finish the sentence
Yes.
because the controls were goddamn arse garbage on the Wii, and I'd love for them to have a chance of giving me.
Can you remake this? And
Can you
try and
remake
make
this and
shit?
either A, remove the motion, or B, improve the motion?
Okay, fair enough.
I'd be up for remove the motion.
GTA 5?
Yeah, okay. I'm down.
Could it actually run GTA 5?
Probably.
Yeah.
It can run Skyrim.
PUBG.
If the Xbox,
Wouldn't that be fucking amazing? PUBG. On
How
Switch.
terribly would it run?
if they can't make it work on the Xbox One, they won't be able to make it work.
That'd be so great. Imagine going like just. I don't even know. Like you'd be on the train playing PUBG.
And two of the passengers realize they're in the same game. One kills the other, and a fist fight breaks out.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Fuck, that'd be fun.
And there's I actually want to see DBZ Hyper Fighters on it.
Hyper Fighter Z. That's a good
Because-
one.
Yeah, that
But
would be
the beta is out for it now on.
It also comes
Something.
out in like 5 days.
Yes, I'm super getting
maybe
that.
7. I'm gonna
comes
see,
out in 5 days.
Oh,
Yup.
like 5 to 7.
Oh well,
Soon.
it's coming out
Shit.
very soon. I'm super excited.
Hey, Adam, can I come to your house and play it?
Sure. We'll
See-
probably play it for the channel, I reckon. We'll do
Yeah,
some tournament stuff. It's
absolutely.
fucking fun.
I
It
look-
looks fucking awesome. And this is from someone who sucks at any style of 2D fighting game. The 3D fighters, I'm okay at.
You're alright at Smash.
That's
Yeah,
not, that's
that-
brawler.
That's like a brawler. Like the actual like the
Well,
style of fighting
I
game
call
like
it a fighting game, but
Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, all of those style of tech fighting,
See,
I'm fucking garbage. It's my
nobody's
worst
actually
genre.
good- Nobody's actually good at those games. The people that you see in the tournaments, they're all robots.
Yeah, they're AI.
Some
They've had like fucking chips planted into their heads.
The trouble is, motherfucking MVCI comes out on the same day as Mon Hunt Worlds.
So I'm gonna be playing Monster Hunter Worlds as well.
Yeah,
That's the
Alright,
new
you
one.
guys
Right?
are gonna have to explain the hype on this game to me.
because Monster Hunter is, for the first time in a long time, is coming to a non-ass garbage console, and I say
Yeah.
that with all my love and
So-
respect to Nintendo.
So basic.
But I swear to fucking God, making me play Monster Hunter on a 3DS where I have to hold it like this is
Yeah.
no.
So
No!
So just to clarify, it's coming out for the PS.
For
and
Xbox One and PC in like a month afterwards.
Yeah.
But
So
why should I care though? Why is Monster Hunter good?
So Monster Hunter is basically the elevator pitch for this game would be that you basically go and imagine you're a Monster Hunter like in shows like Supernatural and shit where like the Monster of the Week style
He's
things
really bad at this.
where you come in and like basically you find out monsters' weaknesses, hunt them down in packs. It's online 4-player clans, like up to 4 I think.
up to 4 I think.
Up to 4, and then you can all hunt big monsters and these are monsters like your little humans on the screen, and then monsters like 80-foot tall dragons and shit, and you go fight them and kill them together as a team.
Let me try.
Imagine just
Let
like
me try selling that to you on a much better pitch. Okay, so Monster Hunter is an action RPG with animation priority combat, and
Okay.
also really in-depth collection mechanics where you and up to a group of 4, you can play solo if you want, take down huge-ass monsters with a variety of traps and like 16 different weapons.
it's super collectathon as well.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
It's
Oh
a-
yeah.
I can't do
The-
that.
the flaw-
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
Basically, it's a game that consumes your life.
The
Yes.
flaw with Monster Hunter is it's a collectathon. The positive about Monster Hunter
Is that it's a collectathon?
is no. is you don't know the feeling of like how rock hard you get when you fling yourself off a cliff with a giant two-handed sword 3 times the size of your character, plunge it deep into the back of a giant rock dragon, and then like ride that motherfucker into the sunset.
So
And then you skin its corpse.
Is it really bad that I'm just thinking about that scene in Galaxy Quest where he's fighting the rock monster?
Yeah, pretty much.
if you have 4 of you, then that's Monster Hunter.
Okay.
That's the best
Yeah, that's
analogy.
a- well,
You know
boom.
that scene in Galaxy Quest? Yeah, imagine that with 4 people. You fight a rock monster. You basically do that as many times as you want.
I'm sure it's great.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, I will.
But it's finally getting a release on an actual powerful console.
Yeah,
So they can make it.
So this.
It's only been Nintendo only, and for a very
I
long.
thought it had I thought there was a Switch version.
There is a Switch version coming out, but it is also a port of the last version that was on 3DS.
All right, allow me to light up the pipe. Initially, Monster Hunter was a PS2 game. From PS2, it went to the PSP because the PSP had a huge social scene, and that works really
And
well.
most people don't know about these games solely because a lot of them were released in Japan originally and
Yep.
never got released out here because they didn't think
The
it would translate
PSP,
to the West.
the
which I don't
PSP
know why.
one did. It got one on the PS Vita, but
Where have we heard that story before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the PS Vita didn't do too well, and so they moved and ported it to the most popular handheld console, the 3DS. They also ported it to whatever Nintendo home console at the time.
Wasn't
so
it
you
a
could,
Wii? I think.
there's a Wii and a Wii U version.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 Wii U. And basically, the reason they did that is because some people wanted to play on their couch with a larger screen, but the controls were still garbage because it was a port.
Yeah.
Who's the publisher?
Capcom.
Capcom.
And so now we get to play with a nice, comfortable controller. I don't care what you say about the Pro controllers for Nintendo platforms. They do not compare to an Xbox or a PS4 controller.
No.
Anyway,
Blah, blah, blah.
blah 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 blah. What's our next topic?
All right.
Because of
We've
tangent.
probably,
Do
we've
we-
probably,
do we have time
we've
for
probably
it?
got we've got one time for one more quick topic. I think
How much do we have left?
we have like 10 minutes.
We could do 10 minutes of farewell.
Sure.
I totally can. I've got so much stuff I haven't spoken
So
about.
we can. Ooh. So actually, there's one thing that I do want to quickly touch on, and this because I totally missed me. So we were originally going to talk about a lot of the YouTube demonetization stuff that's been going on, and Google stepping in with Logan Paul and a whole fucking shitstorm. Having said that, though, that's probably still going to be going on the next 2 weeks, so we might just retable that conversation for then.
And honestly, I don't have the willpower or energy to get mad or sad or any, like, I just have this immense wave of fucking apathy towards it. Like, what did you expect? Anyone, and I'm out.
Yeah. So, but there was one thing here that I actually wanted, that you guys actually told me about before we started recording, that I will kind of want to talk about, mainly because I have no fucking clue what's going on. But apparently there was an incident like with some online gaming and swatting.
Yes.
What happened?
Oh, God.
So the long and short of it is that 2 people were wagering like real money in a Call of Duty match or something. I think it was Call of Duty.
Holy shit!
Shit got out of hand.
They got a real casual amount as well.
Yeah, it was like $1. Like this shit happened over $1. They got butt mad. One of them contacted a known swatter and hired his services, and the other guy's like, "Yeah, go ahead, effing swat me, right? This is my address." Gave a fake address that was around the corner or like a couple of blocks away from his real address to make it seem legit. SWAT rocked up. An innocent man walked outside, put his hands up. Was like, what the hell's going on? Put his hands down, like, sort of quickly. And because of that, SWAT thought he was going for a gun and shot him. And he's dead.
Oh my God!
Yeah, an innocent man is dead because 2 people had an argument about a Call of Duty dollar wager.
Yeah, the game in question was Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah.
And I can't remember
What the fuck? When did this happen?
December.
Just after Christmas, I think.
Holy shit!
And so the dude's currently in court facing manslaughter charges.
Funny
The dude that hired the swatter, or both of them?
Both. Conspiracy to commit.
Fuck.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's really sad, but the thing is, like,
I don't think
it's
both
almost
of them.
a surprise.
I just think the caller.
Oh, well, it should be both, in my opinion.
Well, if they can track down the guy who organized the swatting itself, but
Actually, this is breaking news. The charge for involuntary manslaughter only happened 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
I think.
There you go.
Wow. Well, and it's sad to think about this as well, but like, it's actually kind of surprising that this hasn't happened already. Like, swatting's such a huge thing, and there's been such a huge track record in the US of like the idea of the police, they always have guns, and so many people just get shot because of an idea of maybe having a gun on them.
The biggest argument,
like, it's just terrifying.
The step away argument was that apparently the guy was still on the phone telling like 911 about how he was gonna shoot his family, and like he was like pouring gasoline everywhere whilst the innocent man was standing outside with his hands up. But that information had never like traveled across. So there's like talk of like, well, is there a way we could stop this? Could they be linked to the 911 call and hear it in real time? And yeah, there's all this.
And
no.
Well, yeah, but like it's more like obviously they need to take these calls seriously, right? Because they do happen in real life. They can't just go, haha, yeah, very funny.
Well, another reason why I say no is getting the real-time loop to a live team actually interferes with the state of orchestration of the team.
Or someone like, you know,
you'll have to have
translating
you'll have to have a comms agent.
Yeah.
Someone who can multitask like 3 different voice rails, because you have command, team, and phone call.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure about you guys. Like, Jesus, that's
but
hard.
even some way to relate.
But even just being like, guys, he's still on the phone. He's still on the phone. We've still got him on the phone. Like, even that would be enough.
It's not, yeah.
Obviously, he's not. He's standing at the door with his hands up.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there was a bit of a delay in getting that information.
I actually don't know how much help that would have been in this situation because of the culture in America where if you see somebody potentially going for a gun, you shoot.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, right? Like, there is these discussions happening. It's like, how can we prevent this? And these are the suggestions that are coming out, right? Is like,
maybe people should have less guns.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, like, it's easy for us to sit over here in
but
Australia
my amendments
and throw suggestions.
But I
like
will.
that, so-
Like, we're not dying. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, having said that, like, I think it should be like a wake-up call to the gaming community. Like, you know,
yeah. See,
doesn't
like,
matter how
Ryan-
butt mad you are.
Ryan.
When will you learn that
It's-
telling
it's-
the gaming community not to be a cunt doesn't work?
Yeah, I know, but like that's
Like,
that's
There's
my
gotta be
problem.
something. If someone
You
will
try
fucking
doing it
die.
to me
Something's
all the
got someone's
time.
got to fucking
People
do
will
it. That's
fucking
the problem.
die. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We should demand a higher standard for ourselves and for our friends and acquaintances.
And the best way of doing
But
that
the-
is
but the- but
leading
the-
by example.
exactly.
But
But there's a reason that the stereotype of the gamer as an unstable loser persists, because so many people just don't know how to conduct themselves,
Well, and
especially not on the internet.
The interesting thing that I kind of find here as well is just like I want to know.
True.
So did they actually say what platform it was on?
No, they didn't.
probably
I mean,
Xbox.
Oh, PlayStation as well. Like I don't know.
Freaking
Shots
Xbox players, man.
But it could be PC as well.
Oh
Like,
yeah, see the reason
but
that I say
I'm-
Xbox
I'm-
is because PlayStation is full of like Japanese weeb trash, and they don't even know how to use a phone.
But I'm interested to see what the the people on the platform, like whatever platform I was on, even if it's PC, it would be the game publisher directly because it's their own servers.
Yeah.
Of saying like, what do we need to?
Are you-
What do we need to look at more controls? Do we need to like, do we ban these people?
Are you
from their
advocating
accounts? What do we do?
censorship?
Well,
And
straight,
are you-
well,
and
well,
are
straight
you-
up.
Are you advocating that the game publishers and
No, they're not-
and operators should be listening to everybody's voice comms the whole time?
No. I'm more saying stuff like, well, for things like this,
We're a
if there's
bunch of
if there are
fucking
reports,
lefties.
if there are reports
Maybe.
of things like swatting, then we need
can
to
move your
like
hand, it's fine.
these people can't ever touch
It's not really.
the
Without it
PlayStation Network, or
drooping.
they can never download. Like, it would be fucking reasonable
know-
to say that if you let's say it's PC, just because we're talking about game publishers specifically, there is the saying like if Activision released a game and some people had a conversation where something got so out of hand where that person like ended up committing manslaughter through their game, then I'd kind of be looking at Activision being like, you're going to ban these players from ever owning one of your games ever again, right? There's going to be some fucking repercussions.
See,
They
Not
can't.
only going to jail
So that's the thing. They can't. Like, they can't legally stop them, right?
from buying their games.
Why not?
No,
They can
well, I know,
absolutely
but
not.
no,
They can
but no,
just
but
revoke
they-
their license.
They can remove their current game license. They can IP block them, right?
Yeah.
All these things can be circumvented.
like it takes me. Let's say for whatever reason I get permabanned, IP blocked from a hardware specific one as well that pulls up the serial code of your GPU and puts that on their block list. I particularly like that one. It's like mint.
So you have to spend another $600 on a graphics card every time you want to do
Or-
something stupid.
It's me. I spend $30 on a new key. I put up a VPN and I scrub my GPU because hey, I have access to the indexes on my computer.
But
to
the thing
do it.
is, not everyone knows how to do all of that
It's
stuff.
fucking
But
like
that
it's
but-
2 hours
but,
of Google
but,
food.
but there should be. The thing is, a lot of these are like 14-year-old kids that don't know fucking anything. Like, there should be some kind of thing to say, listen,
They
if
grew
you
up
don't-
in
if
the
you don't-
internet.
If you don't give a fuck about actually impacting someone's life and calling, even if no one died, calling a fucking SWAT team on someone, they should be like, guess what? We're taking your fucking games away from you.
See, this is where I get to do one of my least favorite lines. I blame the fucking parents. If you have
no, that's-
an easily suggestible, manipulatable
Little shit.
shit. Thank you. I was like, there has to be a way of saying this that isn't cunt nugget. Playing a game, not to mention the game is outside of the R, like
Well,
it's
yeah.
an R-rated. It
But the thing
doesn't
is,
matter.
but the thing is that now we're talking specifics about what if this kid is underage and shouldn't be playing the game.
See-
That's also true, and that's the parents' fault
And-
for doing that shit as well. But there needs
I
to be
think
some
I
kind
think
of thing
these
being
guys were overage.
Yeah,
Well, even
they
if
were.
they're
If
25, you're like, fuck you, your games are gone. Bye.
Well, if they're an adult, they should be punished to the full extent of the law. It's not up to the company to punish someone.
But they should still be doing it as setting
Why?
an example. What to dissuade people from continuing to do it?
Yeah,
Why
sure.
not?
Look at it this way, right? People that like end up in jail generally have hard times trying to get jobs. In the sense that there's even like charity organizations that go around trying to get like jobs for ex-cons and that sort of stuff, right? That's society saying, "Hey, we can see you've got a record. you were arrested twice or 3 times for Grand Theft Auto or something, right? Yes, I get the hilariousness of that. But
See, this is
But
where
my-
I
my-
go.
my-
The
my
irony
point
is,
is-
I would have said for possession, which I mean, really just
yeah,
go
but
from
my
Wollongong.
point is, right, society is shunning them, right? But what can game companies do to do the same thing, and should they be able to do the same
I think,
thing?
well, and the thing is as well, is that, so say nobody died, there's somebody out there who you said was someone that is a known swatter, and they hide their services. So then at this point as
How
well,
can you be a known swatter?
well, that's what you guys
How
said
do they
you
still
said.
have a phone?
So
Yeah, well,
it's actually
Good luck on behind 7 proxies.
Yeah,
I would
I
say
know.
I
I
laughed
realized that
at-
was dumb as soon as I said it.
I
sorry.
laughed at that because I went, "How can you be a known squatter?" And I'm like, "Okay, so what you need is decent social skills, decent acting skills, and either A, burner phones, or B, use VoIP stuff through any form of VPN."
I realized that was dumb as soon as I said it.
but
I
not even-
suppose-
Even like there's discussion. There's a description because the swatter went online and like described how he did it, and he like masked his location to appear as if he's calling from that city, so he got the local 911 responder, and like there's all this stuff that he did.
It's honestly, it's surprisingly easy, which hurts the most.
but I think there needs to be. It's not just to say it's up to the full extent of the law, because if nobody died, then what? They get a misdemeanor, they get probation. They like it. Like the thing is,
Calling in false 911 shit, especially like
It's
bomb,
not a
bomb threats
felony.
and stuff. No, bomb threats and stuff is national security.
it is.
Yeah.
It's hype. Like,
well,
Hey,
like,
okay.
I'm not super familiar with all the laws there though. But like the thing is,
Well,
I think as part of a society, it's not just I was saying, well, the law's going to take care of it. Like, as a society of people, we need to be able to stand up and say, this
So-
is fucking unacceptable behavior, and anyone that does this just gets shut down immediately. And whether it's a game company that does it or people or whatever, everyone needs to be able to go, this is not fucking acceptable human behavior.
So the
See-
only way we
What
could do
you're
that is
saying-
have moderated
that's okay.
online personas where your things were attached to, right?
So-
So you as a person have an online persona, and you as a person, anything you do is basically it's like having a record, right?
What I'm also hearing is you saying that the punishment of the law's not enough.
No, but the thing is, the law,
Like,
the thing is, the law exists specifically as the only deterrent that the law has is that the knowledge of if you do something bad, you will be punished for it if you are caught.
Yeah, but the punishment is supposed to be like what brings you back into society. Basically, it's like this is what happens when you do the wrong shit.
Yeah.
So now, okay, you've served your time, you're free to go, right? We still have this record of you doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But you are a free person now.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with also having people, and this is not saying it's vigilantism or anything, but it's just saying
honestly, you are describing vigilantism.
it isn't though, because vigilantism is you taking up the law's job. This is not that. This is saying like, well, we're not comfortable you being on this service anymore because you have these
Violated the terms
we're
of service.
giving you
See,
a thing to use and you're fucking with it, so you don't get it anymore.
And that's the thing. The terms and services should be reflected of the modern culture of what the issues are. Basically, reasons you would use the product for not intended purpose, and that's fine.
Even the fact that they were wagering probably goes against the toss.
You sever their contract in the terms of service, and that is the extent of what you can do.
Yeah, which
unless
means
you've specified in the TOS that if you breach the TOS, we are forbidding you from using any of our products ever again.
then what's the problem with that?
VAC does
Well,
it.
personally,
Like VAC, it's like a VAC ban.
Well,
VAC, no, but VAC
personally,
does
I
it on a
think
product level as well. So your account still exists, but you can't play CS:GO. And if you cheat in TF2, you can't play TF2.
You would never get a TOS that says if you break the TOS, we can withhold any or all of our products from you to hold up in court.
Yeah, that's
I feel that if
I get where you're coming from, but
At the
I don't-
at the
this-
end
then
of the
why
day,
not, though?
at the end of the
Like-
day, though, right? Consumer law is that it's the company that makes the offer to sell, right, and they can refuse to sell.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So they can say, hey, we've banned this credit card, for example.
You're on a list and you're
because-
not buying anything we have now.
like, but that's the thing.
I also think that that sets a pretty nasty precedent because like
I mean-
eventually like what if everyone refuses to sell to this person?
Well,
then they don't have any games because they're a shit person. Like, what's the problem?
They don't have any games. They don't have any. Like you can't like.
They don't have.
If someone,
if you cut them off entirely from society, they're gonna go straight back to crime.
these are not.
if they get to the point where they've been
these
cut
aren't-
off by every
these aren't-
game developer,
These aren't criminals. These are two kids who will
Dude.
get mad at each other and try and call a SWAT team.
Okay, so
These aren't hardened people.
no, but you're telling me that, let's say I'm 15, okay? I'm 15, I got banned, and for whatever reason, let's say the local game store knows that I can't buy this game.
and they have a picture of you on the wall with saying "Do not sell to this person."
Yeah, okay, so, and I'm IP banned from downloading this game somehow as well. Hey, buddy, friendo, here's the game plus $20, go get me that.
The thing is, because most games are online, have an online component, you just block them when they connect to your server.
But that's...
Like, so they buy the game, they put it in, and it goes.
Register it under a fake name. Change their ISP so they change.
Play
their
it-
IP
Tunnel
address.
Bear makes it easy to use.
Play it
but-
at
I mean,
someone
like-
else's house.
I mean, you're not gonna stop every eventuality, but this is the same thing. But this is the same thing of people having a discussion on gun control.
I think-
is that they always talk and go, well, we can't get rid of all of the guns, so let's not get rid of any of them.
Can I give
let's
you
not
a-
try anything.
Can I give
can
you a
I-
real world example?
Yes.
Oh, we just lost
Oh.
our lights.
man.
In Valve World, right?
Yep.
They have VAC, and VAC is per game. So
It's
if
okay,
you get
we got,
banned
like,
from
5
CS:GO, you
minutes.
can still play TF2,
Yep.
right? Until you cheat in that as well. So what they did is they actually withheld from banning accounts for like a year.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were just being like, oh,
Super
we don't
good.
care, too
Do what
much
you
money,
want.
do what you want.
And they sweep in and then just.
Oh, that's the thing, because what everyone was doing, right, is they had their regular account that they used to play on, and then they had their burner account, right? They would spend $20 on an extra copy of CS:GO so that they
Yeah.
could dick around and use cheats and hacks and all that sort
As
of shit.
dumb as it sounds, I have done that before. That thing got banned super fast, but it was enjoyable while it lasted.
But the point is, right, so they left it for a long enough time that people thought, oh, they don't give a shit anymore, and they started cheating on their normal
On
accounts.
their main accounts.
So then a huge ban wave came through,
And
all
hit
the
them.
burners and main
just got
accounts
wiped.
just got wiped.
Okay.
Well, the thing is though, and I know, especially with a lot of the way systems are implemented, that it's never going to be like a perfect solution with the way.
So you guys have
can
been
get around
going on
everything.
about after the fact revoking access about this sort of thing
Yeah.
from people that do shady stuff.
Yeah.
To me, this is just another point of evidence in my favor of saying that chat systems are not
Evil.
worth the effort.
Well, okay. The basic thing is like most of the time.
I know that
yeah.
that sounds really terrible. That sounds like I'm just some hermit loner that doesn't want to talk to
I
anybody.
was going to
or
say
be-
fascist, but that's okay.
But no.
but I'm just sort of like.
You mean open chat systems,
Yeah.
not like move here or go left or
Yeah,
yes, no, thanks.
I mean like the text box in Half-Life or in League of Legends or in Overwatch,
And the
vo-
voice.
and like automatically connecting team-based voice systems. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I guess it like again, example of
No,
Battlegrounds.
You've played Overwatch for ages. When has an Overwatch team ever actually used it for its intended purpose to strategize as opposed to abuse each other?
Well, the community the thing is they don't automatically connect you in Xbox, so generally you don't really talk to them that much in general. Means the play level isn't as high, but
So
I think the other thing to note as well is that even if you removed it from the game, it would just go a step back into third-party services, Discord and TeamSpeak and all that, right? And you look at like wager matches, right? The whole catalyst of this was the wager match, right?
But then you're on a service that's specifically for that sort of thing, so you're more justified in removing people from that service. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like at the same token, what's to stop them from rejoining under an alt or like? And the problem that we have, right, is that this whole thing was caused by like the catalyst was a wager match that two people got really invested in, right? Like that wager match was not organized by Activision. It wasn't, all that like it'd be on some forum or on a Discord server or something. And then these two decided to have a tiff, and I don't blame Call of Duty World War II's chat system for this. Is my point.
jumping back to the punishment side of things, from a game company's perspective, isn't losing your entire progress on what effectively is a progress-driven ecosystem enough of a punishment? For example, imagine if you lost your WoW.
Well, I just wouldn't play
To
WoW.
be
Well,
honest, to be honest, though, Ben, it's not.
I probably just
Okay.
wouldn't
It's
play
not
WoW
because
anymore.
someone's dead.
It's,
Yeah.
Like,
No,
who
no.
gives a fuck about you progressing World War II? Someone is dead now. Like,
But
Who
they're
cares?
getting punished appropriately. If you want to go above and beyond the law,
no,
you violated the TOS. Your Xbox account's deleted.
yeah, that's what I've been saying. And you can IP ban them as well. You can do a whole bunch of shit. And if they try and get around it and they manage to, then I guess that's the best technology.
The
can
credit
do.
card linked to your Xbox account is no longer accepted within our services.
But that's not. Once again, it's not our responsibility to carry out a punishment.
Let's end on this. If you, viewers, listeners, or anybody you know ever engages in this sort of behavior, don't.
No, it's terrible.
Please
Please,
stop.
please,
Like,
please get the message out that this is not something.
It's not worth it in
this is
any
not something-
way.
That this is not something that should be done in any situation.
Yeah, even if no one ended up dead, this is the worst case scenario. But even then, like, you're terrorizing people for what? Like a Call of Duty match.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
badge,
So
a
whatever.
kill death ratio.
Who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
It was like
Who
$5
really
and
gives a
And
fuck?
don't gamble.
Yeah, gambling's
and
yeah.
gamble in establishments with security guards.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, suggestions for the upcoming Fortnite. You got anything?
Oh,
Besides-
I'm probably gonna playing Fighter Z when it comes out. I don't know if, or in 2 weeks that'll be enough. So
Yeah.
Fighter Z.
I think the 3 original Grand Theft Autos are still on special, so you can get GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas for $20 on PS4. If you're a fan, they're the PS2 versions, which there is a difference between the PC and the PS2 versions, some extra glitches and stuff you can take advantage of. So, yeah, good luck and have fun. And other than that, yeah, not much.
I'm gonna try and get through Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I just started
Dope.
playing. I didn't say anything about it. I just started playing it because didn't say anything about it because I'm only like about an hour in. But
Cool.
initial signs are promising. So yeah.
So 3-tier. Watch Devilman on Netflix. I enjoyed it. I am currently reading The Watchmen: The End Is Nigh, which is the Watchmen universe slowly merging into the main DC universe, and I am sickened and appalled that they would do that to such a monumental piece of literature, and I'm also very entertained so far, so that's great. And finally, I broke out and started playing the original Mystery Dungeon. It's pretty good. Cool. Like,
That's in the one for Super Famicom.
yep.
Cool.
That's I was like, this isn't garbage.
Garbage.
Garbage. So,
Alright.
peace out. Follow us on the appropriate social media, being Twitter, YouTube, and FaceSpace.
Yep.
It's all in the description.
Come meme it up on Discord.
Discord's down there. SoundCloud's also down there. iTunes is somewhere because people care about that.
Yep.
You know the drill by now.
No, you can just search on iTunes. It's fine.
Yeah, you can. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Just type it in.
Fuck you guys, iTunes users.
Type it in.
See how it is.
I don't know.
Alright.
I listen on iTunes.
Okay, we're done. See
See
ya.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Huh.